Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Spirit Engine. This is a... whoops. This little thing likes to minimize all the time whenever I'm alt-tabbing it out, so you may have just gotten a glimpse of my background. So yeah, this is a first sort of... this is the first game that I played from Mark Pay. It's quite a nice little side-scrolling thing. Whoops. So we get a help button opens a help window. Moving on. It's been a while since I've played this game, but I thought I'd play it again, give it a good playthrough and everything. And some of the options are a little bit. The footnote itself doesn't really work that well. I don't know why, but I'll try and turn it off. Yep, no save data. Okay. So yeah, it's a side-scrolling game. It's a simple freeware as well. Yeah, a strong diversity of character types and skill effects or damage types becomes important later on in the game. Variety is advised, but don't worry too much about the skill choices early in the game. You will get the chance to reset them later. This, of course, is a once-off skill reset chance. So we're going to call this the film crew. It kind of just makes sense. I just like... yeah, okay, so we can toggle details about each character. We can select each individual portrait and scroll through them all. So the left column we have mages, we have riflemen in the second column, and in the third column we have priests. Each class has a different skill set, and each character from each row has different specializations for their specific abilities. So, for example, we've got Clara here, the character description, and she's good with the Rock Rain and Life Drain magic. You can actually see a picture in the background for her character, for all the characters, sort of displaying what their specialty skills are. So, for example, Peter's good with the Sharpshoot, which is what the symbol represents. And Pippa's good with Rainbow and Magic Shield. Rainbow is a pretty decent attack skill. So I'm not sure whether there's a easy sort of way to set up which characters you go with, but you do get some nifty little bonuses throughout each character's storyline. There are minor plot bits where you'll get a bonus item of sorts, or skill points, and extra activities for playing certain characters. So, for example, we'll pick Isaford. She'll get a bonus in the fourth world. Maybe Samuel, Matthew. I think I'll go with Matthew actually for the priest class, and that I don't think Edward actually gets a character benefit that I've noticed so far, so I may keep him anyways. He's not too bad with Power Shot and Dynamite. Power Shot's a pretty nifty one. And Clara. That'll do. So let's just get on with it, because I've wasted 4 minutes of just hanging around at the start. Sorry about that. We do get cutscenes with a skip button as well. So, Angelina says, "What happened here, you idiots? You weren't supposed to cut the final segment until everything was in place. Do you have any idea what you have done?" Jeremiah Frey. "Miss May, we proceeded as per your instructions and using the maps we were given. We struck something near the bottom of the shaft and all the heavens broke loose. It was terrible. The cavern filled with searing light and falling dirt. I only escaped because I was on supervision duty at the top. There are people still trapped down there. We need more men to help free them quickly." Mr. Walters. "It is lost then. And if the ancient maps were wrong, maybe the entire dictators as well. Frontier has spent too much money financing these expeditions, Angelina. Covering up this debacle is not going to please the board or Clark. This may be the end." "The end, my dear Walters? I think not. Those maps brought us here, and this mess proves that the prophecy is quite real. And I don't care what the board or that idiot Clark thinks of this. They don't control Frontier Corp anymore, and they know it. I do, and I have as much money as I need to throw after this. How long until the Circle arrives here?" They are due to arrive tomorrow afternoon, ma'am, although I fail to see what good they can do here now that the creature is loose. Tell them to wait in Serenit Bastion for the time being. I will have to go and speak to the grandfather regarding a search. It is always so entertaining to watch those little hooded cretins licking my boots. It shall be nice to see them again. As for now, I want everything here packed up and moved on. Execute the quarantine contingency. But the men! We need heavy equipment to free them, soon! The situation is regrettable, but we are unable to do much with the time we have. Frontier will compensate their families, and the rest of you will be well paid. Please start the clear-up. Quickly now. Yes, sir, but what should I tell the villagers? How do we explain this? There were so many men down there. A tragic accident. The mining crew struck an uncharted pocket of gas oil, and the resulting explosion collapsed their tunnel. It all happened too fast for there to be any rescue attempt. Your cooperation in this matter will be well rewarded. As if it matters. The Circle can ensure that no news will get off this island in time. Besides, the locals are about to experience more pressing concerns. In a few weeks there may not even be anyone left here to complain. How is our new pet doing? That will be our first boss fight in that little cage there. Spoilers. Ill-tempered as ever. And hungry. I don't care for subtlety. We should have just collapsed the mine and killed the survivors. Shipping it out here was costly, and Wing Omicron has made a terrible fuss about it. You're fortunate the company is prepared to entertain your more unorthodox methods. I had to argue with them myself to requisition it. What would I do without you, dear Mr. Walters? It's as if every nuance of this miserable backward planet is determined to frustrate me. Why must it resist change? I swear nothing, not one more irritating little obstacle, will hold me here a day longer than is needed. We can only hope not, for all our sakes. The Spirit Engine. So now we come to the character scenes where we get introduced to all three of our selected characters. Clara. Oh, I hate Pennsylvania. It's cold, damp, and creepy. The next job we get should be somewhere warm and sunny, with palm trees flapping in the breeze and miles of empty golden sands, not like this miserable pit. This was the best paid job that we could find which we could handle. Maybe we could have Maybe we could have shopped for a nicer location if you hadn't blown up most of our last bounty on that night out in Silson City. Hey, you were there too, and I don't remember you complaining at the time. You know, I've been meaning to talk to you about... Whoa, wait a minute. There's our paycheck. And it looks like he's purchased company. What do you think? Nothing we can't handle. They both look like they've spent too long in a bun shop. Mr. Fingers, we'd like a word with you.
What? Who the hell are you, and how do you know my name?
We're on a commission from the Silithian government, Mr. Fingers. It seems you're a little behind on your tax payments. About 12,000 gold pieces behind. The Silithian Inland Revenue is none too happy with the situation and would like us to collect their dues. Yeah, what about it? In case you hadn't noticed, we're in Pennsylvania right now, not Silithia. Get out of my way. Luckily for us, we stopped off at the Royal Enforcement Offices to get our license double-stamped and approved. The paperwork is all done. Either you pay up the 12,113 gold pieces you owe to Silithia, or we are authorized to take you into custody.
I'm not handing over a single coin to you filthy mercenaries. I earned every piece myself. Get 'em, boys!
There you get to see a couple of the skills menus. That was a waste of our time and a painful trip to a healer for your associates. Now you're coming with us. What in the world? Aaron? Clara! Don't worry, whatever has happened, I will uncover the nature of this magic and find you, I swear! Mystery. So, you've seen our first character get warped off to God knows where. And here's our second character, Chippingdale Crossroads. You finished early, dear. How was your day? It was good, thanks. We finished the cattle rotation early, so Jackson let us go. You've not heard anything about any of the farmhands being made redundant, have you? It's just that times are so hard at the moment, and I heard of several people losing their jobs up at the Croft place. It just got me worrying. I don't think I've heard anything. Don't worry. I think they would have Damn it. I think I would have to close down the ranch before they sacked me, and if they did, I can find work elsewhere. Nothing is going to stop our dream. The house we will own by the lake, the warm stove, the vegetable patch. Ooh, speaking of which, I have a big surprise for you. Oh dear, a surprise? What is it, sweetheart? On the way back across town, I met a nice man at the market who was selling odd things. He said that I looked just like a smart young fellow and that he had a special deal for me, so I bought these special magic beans from him. He said that when the plants flower, they grant wishes. Haven't I just found the best bargain? Oh no, Edward, please tell me that you're joking. It has only been a month since you almost lost half our savings to that man who offered to take them to the bank for you. We were lucky that the police were able to recover it. You should have heard them laughing. How could you do it again? Joking? You don't think they're magic beans? But the man looked so honest and he said he really needed to make a sale. He has a wife and 16 children, and if he didn't make some money soon, they... Oh no, I've done it again, haven't I? Oh, Edward, you're just too trusting. No, those are not magic beans, and that man lied to you. In future, you must check with me before handing over any money. Do you understand? Dun dun dun! Laura, what's going on? Everything's fading away! Good grief, maybe there is something in those beans. Edward, you idiot, get back here now! I'm afraid that won't be happening anytime soon. Prue's Village Church. Oh, there's a trouble out in the village square. The Plant Brothers came to approve Maggie James as a practitioner of the foulest witchcraft. An angry mob has formed like none I have seen before. They've ransacked her house and dragged her out into the street. I fear they intend to burn her, Father. Do not worry, Thomas. You did the right thing by coming to me. I'll go and try and calm the crowd. I would advise you that you take your rifle, Father. There are those amongst the rioters with, I am sorry to say, little respect for your position. A symptom of our troubled times, I fear. Very well, I take it reluctantly as a deterrent only. Thomas, I want you to run and find the sheriff from Pontisman Dale, in case my words fall on deaf ears. Of course, Father, I will make best speed. Dun dun dun. What manner of dark magic is this? I have a grim feeling about this. Thomas, you must... Father! So that's our three characters gone. The Sheltered Glade. What in the world is going on? Where am I, and who the hell are you? What have you done to me? I demand that you return me immediately. Wait, I've not done anything. I have no idea what I'm doing here either, I swear. I was standing out in the fields with Laura one moment, and the next I found myself here. Then this is your doing. I'm not impressed by this sort of trickery. I've seen the like of it before. I don't know what you want with us, but I am quite prepared to defend myself. Both of you should calm down. I am as confused as the two of you. But shouting is not going to help us establish what happened here. I take it that you both arrived in the same manner, a flash of light and then this instant relocation. And there's this fella. Look, over there! What is that, odd creature? It seems to be watching us. Well, I'll be. I've read about such magical sprites before, but never encountered one. This is fascinating. It seems quite passive. I suspect that its intentions must be non-hostile. Duh. Then why has it kidnapped us? We have nothing in common, and I've never met it or either of you before. This makes no sense. Give us an answer, you fat little fairy, or I'll force one out of you. Hello, little creature. Can you speak? We need to know why you brought us all here. This is a little confusing for us. Perhaps it is unable to speak tongue, but it appears possesses some measure of intelligence. A most interesting phenomena. If only I had a pen and paper with which to record this bit. Wait, I think I know this place. Giant's Cradle. It's a small island off the west coast of Pennsylvania. The local flora are quite distinctive, but they look parched and unhealthy for this time of year. Something's not quite right here. Look, the ferry is moving. Perhaps we should follow after it. Wait, we don't even know each other's names yet. I'm Edward. Pleased to meet you both. My name is Matthew. I am priest to a small village far east of here, though I doubt either of you will have heard of it. Oh dear, they will be sorely missing me if I don't return soon. My troubled flock needs my attention. Clara, and I can't believe I'm stuck here with the two of you. I have to get back to Aaron before we miss out on too many new contracts. He'll be worried sick about me too. Come on, don't just stand there, move! So, this is where we begin the game, finally. 15 minutes in. Yeah. Our trio sets off through the shady groves in search of civilization. Their current situation remains a mystery to them. Should they set off in search of answers, or hope that nothing more comes of it and attempt to find their way home? Either way, despite their differences, they are better off sticking together for the moment. The autumn sun beats down heavily on the plains as it reaches its zenith, and butterflies dance on the cool breeze, but the air is quite dry, and there is a sense that not all is right on the prairie. This trail appears to be well beaten. If we follow it for long enough, we should be able to find a town and ask for directions. Ha! Who left you in charge? If we're going to be stuck together for a while, let's get a few things straight. Firstly, I don't take orders from anybody, including you. Calm down, please. There's no need to argue. Let's look on the bright side. It's a beautiful day for a walk in the country. The sun is shining, the butterflies are in flight. Let's not spoil it with angry words. So, we can scroll around with left and right, and we are controlling basically the sprite while we're wandering around. We've got this little menu thing on the top left, and talk to old Wendell.
Hey, who's down there? Damn it, you fools! Get away from my tree! Shoo!
Hello up there. We're terribly sorry to disturb you, but what exactly are you doing up that tree? Do you need any help getting down?
What does it look like I'm doing? Hiding, dangnammit!
Something's not the local critters all riled up. I came out to check my crop and a pack of bloodthirsty beasties set upon me. They made off with my backpack and one of my shoes before I managed to scramble up this tree. Now shoo! Get away from here before you bring them snuffing back. We are headed towards town. If you're in need of protection, you're welcome to accompany us. Oh ho! Sure of ourselves, are we? Just follow the trail down the valley and you'll see what I mean. I ain't budging from here till nightfall. You stupid, stubborn old man. We're quite capable of taking care of ourselves. Now get down out of that tree or we'll shake you out.
Eee! Thieves! Vagabonds! There's only room out here for one! You go find your own tree! Get away from me!
Not very nice.
Shoo! Get away from me! Help!
Make up your mind. So unfortunately we've only got the one walking speed, and here's our first tutorial thing basically. I'm going to skip the tutorial text, but I'll read the dialogue for now. And this is our first combat situation. So we've got to rotate the characters around. The front one usually takes all the damage. And we've got 2 enemies in this fight. We can have up to 3, maybe 4, depends on the situation, I guess. Not entirely sure. Quick rotate. Now you can also use number keys for, I think? No, number keys just open the menu, where you can change what their attack combinations are. Spacebar will rotate them as well, alternately. So our first victory. So now we've got a moment of peace and quiet and our first victory. Okay, moving on. Congratulations, you've unlocked a skill point. Yes, thank you very much. I tend to avoid instantly using the skill points, even though it doesn't really matter too much. Unfortunately, we don't get to I'm going to change that to chain magic. We don't get to change our we don't get to reset our skill points until World 3, unfortunately, and that means we've got to go through quite a bit of the game first, so it does slightly matter at first, just being able to get to that point, as to being able to set up your skill points again, and how you organise them all. As you can see, we're just leveled up once again. Slightly surprising. Okay. Let's get rid of these third ones. That's one down. Each section, each of these buttons represents the 3 attack styles that your characters can use. And I can set them all up, I can rename them, and yeah. It's kind of nifty. I like to just rename them and stick to a single attack style. It kind of makes for a dull gameplay though, so I'm just going to hurry up and run to town. And we are now on the world map, so this is World 1, and the Prairie Trail and the Homestead back there. So let's go to the Homestead. A small crowd gathered in the town square, I think.
There's no more need to cower in your homes, my good people. The legendary Rick Brutal has arrived in town to protect you from the evil Grundlecrunk. The great slayer of the crystal lizard, hunter of the fearsome black lion, and hero of the 4 continents will track down this foul beast, see justice done, and add another trophy to his wall. Mark my words.
Yeah, he's a stuck-up snob. Howdy there, I'd say you folks were lucky to get into town alive. Welcome to Homestead. I'm afraid you've caught us at a bad time. What's going on, Sheriff? The animals attacking people? They don't look like they should be very aggressive, but they attacked us on sight. Damned if I know. Seems this place is cursed recently. First the mine closes down after that terrible accident, and now this. The animals we can hold back, but there's nothing we can do to stop the Grundlecrunk. The Grundlecrunk was an old wives' tale that farmers used to blame for missing cattle, but the past few nights something has been coming in from the plains and attacking and taking people. Deputy Stokes here has seen the beast, tall as a house, arms like tree trunks, and a shape that flows like midnight shadow. If Stokes had seen it, then it is real, and it has the townsfolk terrified. We would like to stay and help, Sheriff, but we are on urgent, unexpected business and need to find a way off the island. Can you help us? Believe me, if we could leave too, we would. The only way off the island is from the aerodrome atop the giant mountain. You'd need to book passage from the town of Giant's Toe down in the valley, but they are spooked by the Grundlecrunk too. Legend says it's a form shifter, and they are letting no one pass the town walls until it is safe to. So if we want to get off this miserable little island, we have to find this fearsome creature and fry its ugly hide. Fine. How hard can it be? You're welcome to stay here, but if you're heading out on some full quest, best see Elaine Thomas at the village suppliers to get tooled up first. And be sure to save your progress at the town statue. Good day to you. So that's our method of saving this game, so I gotta scroll all the way up to this guy, stop and say hello for a moment. More rookies looking to play hero. I appreciate your offer, but the legendary Rick Brutal hunts alone. I don't need a bunch of amateurs cramping my style. No offense. None taken, Mr. Brutal. It's an honor just to meet you. You're famous across the western shores. If you don't mind us asking, do you have a plan for hunting the Grundlecrunk? Plan? Well, not really. Usually these despicable fiends hear that I am coming and run for their lives. No one wants to hang around and tangle with the great slayer of the crystal lizard, hunter of the fearsome black lion, and all-round dazzling hero of the 4 continents. Sheesh. This guy is clearly a few donkeys short of a full mule pack. He's even more of an idiot in person than I expected. I don't know why the newspapers make such a fuss over him. Indeed. I have no idea either. So, this is Elaine, the shopkeeper, and we get 3 types of equipment in this game. We get a rifle, a weapon slot, a rifle for 2 of our characters. Clara cannot use one. Some armor and a talisman. So, for starters, we pick up a blunderbuss. I'll pick up those, and 1 quilt. So Edward, being the rifleman, can take the rifle. Clara can take the amulet and the armor. This is how I generally set up. Whoever's at the front is usually the mage in the combat situations. Saving game! Whoever's at the front gets the armor first, and yeah. Talk to Mr. Grimes. Humph, what a fine mess this is. The NMA sent me over to inspect the iron mines, and I find that not only are they closed down, but the entire island has gone crazy. A pack of wild animals chased me into town. Say, you look like a capable bunch. I lost my briefcase out in the Dusty Valley when I fled into town. If you can retrieve it, I would be happy to compensate you financially. Just, don't open it. Private business. So, that adds to our quest list. How odd. Did either of you notice that none of the townsfolk said anything about our errant fairy here? Maybe they saw it but were just too polite to mention it? They seem like nice people. I don't think so. They must not see creatures like this very often, but I observed nothing in their body language which indicated they were even aware of its presence. Perhaps we are the only ones who can see it. Just gets stranger and stranger. Magical apparition, ghost, holy vision, or group hallucination. If no one else can see it, then we can't even cage and sell it. It's worthless. The situation sucks harder by the minute. Unfortunately so. So, we're moving on to the Dusty Valley. I'm going to check our skill levels. We've got 2 points to spend. And as you can see, all of these options are actually greyed out. Not because they're at 0, but because we have to unlock those. Rock Rain, so the first 3 on the column on the right, we get unlocked at level 5. And these 2 will unlock at level 10. Unfortunately, these are quite spendy when it comes to the skill points. Quite expensive. In order to get the boost you require for proper damage and such, yeah, you need to make everything more powerful. But that, unfortunately, is time consuming. So I'm just going to kill these things with mixed skills here again. The difference between the junior Kipons we were fighting before and the warrior Kipon is this one just has more health and damage. Kinda simple, really. Without the armor, Clara would probably be knocked unconscious as well. Between battles, your characters automatically get recovered back to full health. This must be Mr. Grimes' lost briefcase. His lock seemed pretty sturdy. Does anyone have a screwdriver? You said we weren't to open it. I think we'd better leave it alone and just take it back. We will, but first of all, I am going to cross this map. We need those levels. Warrior Kipon, level 110. Well, health 110, sorry. That doesn't tell you the levels. What am I saying? So we've got 2 Kipons and a W Kipon. Interesting little critters though, I'll give you that much. Level up! Oh dear. Whew, excuse me. Generally, that would be a bad thing at later points in the game where you get area of effect attacks which target the entire group. I don't know. It's interesting the kind of attacks that you can encounter during this game. But oh well. So this is yet another type of Kipon, the Mama Kipon. So this one is not only larger with a lot more health, but it will also, right there, it fires out a magical bolt of energy. Depending on where it is, it can fire it at various distances and jump over the first or even the second party member. Quite annoying. Like that, he's targeting my priest. Honestly, that's just rude. Rotate, just to make sure that he doesn't get hit. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, that's the Mage Con. And one of the abilities of the priest is that he is the party healer. So he can cast skills like Party Heal, which will heal the other 2 players, the other 2 characters, as well as Party Recharge, which increases their mana or ability points. So unfortunately mages, all of the mages attacks use mana, so you can see them recharging there. the rifle attack, basic rifle attack that the priest is using, doesn't actually consume any mana. So the benefit of that is that you can keep firing without having to stop and recharge, but rifle attack is generally not a very good skill. Now, sneak or run to the other side of the area. This is your fast travel in the first Spirit Engine game. So we run across the map, we don't have to fight anything. And that's pretty much it. So, you found it. Unopened, I trust? Good. I promised you a reward. I hope this small sum will suffice. Save machines also eventually, well the statues, eventually they're going to start costing you money. That also gets quite annoying. So it's easier to find the cheapest save point and just abuse and reuse it. Oh dear. I'm gonna buy another. Oops. I'm gonna buy another mana and one more robe. So we'll put this mana one on him, as well as the robe. Yeah, as well as the robe. And we'll save the game. Okay. So it's a very linear game. There are small side quest sort of things and areas that you can go to. Training is actually worth it, just to get the level ups and everything. I find it does get somewhat annoying training though, so I'll probably end up doing that off camera. In the meantime, I'm going to skip and just avoid doing all that pointless training. We'll try and visit the Giant's Toe Town. You'll notice right at the start we've actually got enemies here, sort of guarding the gate. Somewhat annoying. Nothing too difficult to handle. Just a couple of Capons and a Mama Capon. This should not take too long. Excuse me folks, but my yawning is obviously going to be getting annoying at the moment. There we go. And here's the gate. Stop right there, folks. You take another step closer and I'm afraid I'm gonna have to shoot you full of holes. Can't be too careful these days. Hello? This must be some sort of mistake. We're just travelers looking to book passage off the island. Oh, I bet that's what you want us to believe. For all I know, you're the Grundlecrunk in a different form. The good people of Giant's Toe aren't stupid, and we're not taking any risks. You'd best be gone, strangers. What, does the local guard not IQ test its applicants? It's dangerous out here. You let us in right now. It would be best not to cause a scene, Clara. If we want to get our tickets... it would be best not to cause a scene if we want to get our tickets, sorry. We had better go straight to the source of the problem and slay this monster. So unfortunately, we cannot proceed. Minimizing the game. Silly thing. So I can actually drag the mouse off screen and keep holding down the thing. Whoop. Quite slow. So we have to end up going this way to the mines. Haley's Glen. Huh? I thought there was someone following us. What are you doing sneaking around like that? Rick Brutal sneaking around? Well, you three amateurs stumbling about in the open, I figured the Grundlecrunk would spot you coming from a furlong away. With you as bait, I could get a good shot in as the beast attacked, at the beast before it attacked. You people really don't know much about the art of hunting, do you? I suppose not, but we do know that the sheriff said the creature comes out at night. I doubt you'll have any luck hiding back there. Aha, well you cannot be a fool. Goodness, I'm terrible today. Sorry, gentlemen. Well, you can't afford to take any risks in this business. How do you think I've lasted as long as I have? I'd love to stand and chat, but it's time for me to melt back into the foliage and continue the hunt. You just keep moving. Aha! This is the Torfly. I believe this one also shoots a magical sort of ability. Similar to chain magic, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a couple of years since I last played this game properly, after all. Yep, magic. As precaution, I'm going to switch her to using... Oh, nope, that's actually a kinetic style attack from the looks of it. So, one of the mage's abilities is to summon a kinetic or a magical shield, as there are 2 to 3 different types of attack. 4, I think, actually. You've got your basic kinetic, you've got energy, magic, and ethereal damage. Now, there's only one ethereal damaging ability that your characters will actually have access to. Yes, thank you. Your party has advanced to level 5. So this is the only ethereal ability that we get, and it's on the mage. Otherwise we have kinetic and energy abilities of various types. So now that we've actually unlocked level 5, however, this is the part where I start using some more of my points. I'm going to put 1 into each of their health stat, increasing the value to 33. Rock Rain, because he's good at it. He's good at Power Shot, but I'm also going to put 1 in this because it's necessary. It's the N, down in the bottom right there, next to damage. It's actually normal, not kinetic damage. So chuck 1 Rock Rain. It takes 2 points in the mana section to boost your mana, unfortunately, but 1, 2, okay. He's got 1 more boost, so I'm going to throw that into the recover ability. That means he can heal himself, basically. So I could actually put this guy at the front, and he can tank the damage a little bit better. But I will be using shields in the eventual battle of the first boss. Matthew, he's good with Hand of the Gods and one of these abilities, I think. I'm not entirely sure which one it is, but I'm going to put 1 into Party Heal, Party Bless, and I think 8 plus another point, I don't know, 7 times 2, 9 times 2, so that's so much better in regards to an attack. Rename. Of 1, and it will save that text, so I can rename their first button as Offensive 1, Offensive 2, and Defensive. So that's the renames. Defensive, Party Heal, Party Heal, Recharge, Recover, Recharge, Kinetic, Magic, Recharge. Offensive 2 can be your Chain Magic ability. Your Offensive 2 is Rifle Attacking, Recharge, so it's actually still doing damage but also recharging somewhat. Your Offensive 2, Bless, Rifle Attack, maybe? Bless and Rifle Attack Recharge. Offensive 1, some Holy Bolts. That's in, no, energy-based attack. Speed Fire, set that to Power Shot. No, Power Shot, thank you. Power. And I may actually change that to Sharp Shoot. Power Shot. Okay. And method 1 for you is Rock Rain. Now I will actually show you all of their abilities. But first of all, I'm going to test all of my current skill point layouts. So 0, 0, 0, they've tested all. Let's go. Okay. So this is a porcupig. So as you can see, we're dealing more damage. Rock Rain is actually 3 rocks, and they can bounce across all 3 enemy slots. Now I can lag. Oh dear. Oh dear, what's going on there? I'm not entirely sure what that was. Oh dear. Okay, this is, I'm gonna... Whew. Sorry ladies and gentlemen, I was not expecting that. So I've muted it temporarily. I've just muted the Spirit Engine's audio line on my little Windows volume mixer thing. Hopefully I can get to the end of this zone. It's probably faster. Get to the end of the zone. Yeah, I'll leave you on Chain Magic, I think. Oh, nope, that's still lagging quite badly. By Rock Rain. And we'll see. Yeah, that is quite badly lagging. I think we'll just leave you on Chain Magic. You can see we're dealing a lot more damage here, though. Yeah, this is pretty bad. I'm terribly sorry for that. I should probably just cut this part and move on, but I don't want you thinking I'm cheating or just wasting a bunch of time, so I'm going to actually end this video as soon as this battle finally decides, hey, I'm going to finish. Because then I'll be able to retreat. Okay, I can retreat. I'm going back to the world map while the game music is paused and the audio. And I think Rock Rain is now a terrible idea because that is the constantly echoing noise. Oh, yeah, I'm getting a lot of lag here. Oh god. This is a very, very old game. So I cannot stress that I don't know what the hell is going on because it should be handling perfectly fine. Travel to the Dusty Valley. Okay. Travel. Get me to the world map. Get me out of here. World map. Okay, the noise has stopped. Yeah, Dusty Valley. Skip. What? Yeah, I have no idea what's going on with that. The audio appears to be locking on a loop. It's doing the same thing again. Okay, please save. Please save. Please save. Okay, I guess I'll see you next time if this fixes itself. Or I fix it.